uses a laptop to type up their notes during class? Okay, actually a few of you guys. So I learned at a young age that I need water to live, but water doesn't need me. And so I always spill water in my backpack somehow, so I guess I just assumed it's a good idea not to bring electronics to school. And actually, people that type up their notes actually have recorded that they have a lower recall rate compared to those who handwrite their notes. And so today, or some studies have shown that students that type their notes during class have shown less comprehension and recall rates compared to those who handwrite. And so schools should enforce the use of stylus pens for note-taking purposes, and this will result in higher comprehension and memory recall overall. And so today I'm going to talk about, the issues of handwriting versus typing. A resolution should be to use stylus pens and the outcomes. And so I'll first discuss the issue. So according to Mangan Writing, or Journal of Writing Research 2015, there's a research done that half the students of a class typed their notes while the other half hand wrote, and it showed that the students that hand wrote their notes actually had higher rates of being able to orally recall what the lecture was about compared to those who typed. And according to May, scientificamerican.com 2014, students have reported that when they type up their notes, they actually do a word called verbatim, which is when students write whatever comes out of a lecture or a teacher's mouth, word for word. And this causes an issue that they're actually just robotically typing away rather than actually comprehending and listening to what the teacher is actually teaching about. And so now that you know more about the issue, I'll talk about a resolution. So according to Dubeck, NPR.org, 2016, two professors in, I believe, psychosocial research was done, and they concluded that reverting back to writing on a pen and paper is actually harder to sell to college students with the growth of technologies. And so they concluded that the use of a stylus pen on tablets and notebooks would actually be more effective because it's very similar to handwriting. And according to DeLuna, NBCnews.com 2015, it stated that students that use laptops actually become more interactive than those who handwrote, and they actually sit more towards the back so it isn't distracting to those who aren't using technologies. So now that you know more about resolution, I'll discuss more about the outcomes. And according to Pinet, Brain and Language 2016, students have shown that there is a decrease in beta wave or beta bands, which is something in the brain that's related to being able to recall and memory retrieval done by typing, compared to those who were able to handwrite, which showed an increase in memory retrieval. So it showed that there's a positive correlation between handwriting and memory retrieval, being able to recall the information better. And according to the last one, according to Van Hove, Communicar 2017, studies have shown that students that are learning French as a second language relatively had a higher rate of being able to understand the language and write the words when they were able to be tested using a stylus pen compared to those who typed out the notes. So now that you know more about the issues, the resolution, and an outcome, I hope you learned a little more. And so I talked about the issues of handwriting versus typing. A resolution should be to use stylus pens, and the outcomes. And so studies have shown that college students that type their notes during lectures have shown a less comprehension and memory recall compared to those who handwrote. So a solution should be to use stylus pens during lecture for writing or for note-taking purposes, and the outcomes would result in higher comprehension and memory recall overall. And so I actually recommend watching this short YouTube video called Typing versus Handwriting, which is better for your memory. And yeah,